Try to get it in.
Yep. Let's go, baby. It's go time.
Part 2.
I think they got a classroom right now. I think it's a lot better. Alright, welcome back everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Thor. Yes, that really is my name. Certified personal trainer for both NASM and ACE. And today we're going to bring you part 2 of how to handstand. So do me a favor right now. If you haven't watched part 1, pause the video, stop the video, go watch that, and then come right back. This video ain't going anywhere, I promise. Alright, let's get it. So before we start, there is a huge difference between a warm-up and priming. The main difference is that when you prime, it's more individualized, it's more specific to you. For example, if you're gonna do a squat and you have trouble with your range or mobility, I would say do some ankle mobility. That's gonna translate into your actual squat. Very similar to the way I'm going to prime my body right now for my specific handstand. Once you start priming, I promise you won't go back to your regular warm-up. Alright, so now that you guys have mastered everything on the floor and on the box, we're going to move on to the actual wall. So the first movement I have for you guys, we're going to be doing a little L-sit jump onto the wall, using it for support. This wall ain't going anywhere, so don't worry about that. Get about a leg's distance, right there. This is your setup. Right, so once you have the isometric and you can easily hold the position for X amount of time, we'll say 30 seconds, you're gonna start again, including some type of movement, some type of motion. So these next ones, they're gonna be L-sit slides. Same thing, legs length. So for this next one, I know it's hard to see in that video, like as far as sliding up and down, especially because of this ridge. But remember, we don't live in a perfect world. You're not always going to be able to go out into the real world and have a perfectly balanced bar, right? You got to train the way you fight and the way you live. So this next one right here is going to be L-sit taps. So I'm going to start to move away slowly from the wall. I still have it here for my support and whatever I need. So don't worry about that. Get real comfortable with that. But slowly we're going to start moving away from the wall. Alright, so for this next drill, something we haven't really covered is finger pressing or weight distribution. Where should most of the weight be on the hands? If most of the weight moves towards the rear of the hand, I'm going to lose a lot of my balance. Remember, your hands are just like your feet, so treat them like that. what we're gonna do is start kind of playing around by pressing and releasing into the floor to see how that affects our body once we're inverted. We're gonna play around with that. So you guys will see, the harder I press, the more my feet will actually leave the wall. If I'm not pressing hard enough, I'm not gonna leave the wall. Once I start leaving the wall, I have to release a little bit to kind of counter the balance. If you ever watch anybody doing an actual handstand, they're not entirely still. They're kind of swaying back and forth. So let's try to get this on film. The finale. If you guys are still with me, great job. Make sure you guys don't skip any of the steps too, because by the time you try to skip, it's just a matter of time before you collapse and break down. So remember that. For this last one, it's always a lot more difficult to face away from the wall, not to actually face the wall. The wall is great to help you align and stack the joints the way they should be, and then over time, all I want you to understand is weight distribution. When you guys go inverted, another little tip, imagine you're laced from the feet and there's a rope attached to you pulling all the way up to the sky. It should be super firm, super tight. So we're gonna face away from the wall, and we're gonna do the same thing we're doing, finger pressing, and then just holding the position for, you know, as long as we can. So now that you guys have learned how to do your handstand, feel free to train anywhere, anytime. That's the beautiful thing about calisthenics. You don't need any equipment, so there's no excuse. Anywhere, anytime.
Oh, shit.
Alright guys, so that's it. My bad I couldn't hold that for a long time. I am fried right now. Like, I am literally fried. I'm tired. But honestly, with this kind of stuff, it just takes time. It's gonna be practice, practice, practice. This is more of a skill than it is really strength and all that. It's just finding what works best for you. So just practice it, practice it, practice it, and you'll get there, I promise. What you think, man?
Getting better, getting that strength. It's just the balance, and like you said, it's a skill for real. So if you got it, you got it. If you don't, work towards it.
That's it, simple as that. With that being said, work towards something. When you're in here, work towards something. Have a goal, have a sense of direction. Don't be aimlessly wandering like all these sheep in here just trying to sweat. So I hope you guys learned something. Like the video, actually like the video, comment, leave your questions down below. I'm here to help you guys out, give you entertainment, knowledge, whatever the hell you want. Just let me know what you want. All right, train hard, eat right. We'll see you on the next one. I'll be posting another video this weekend. Brah!